Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick and I'm a top author on trading with over 190k reputation points. In this video, I will be speaking about BTCUSD. Now, as usual, to keep the video as educational as possible, first I will be covering the technical aspect for this market, then we will be moving to the order flow by looking at the commitment of traders, so what the non-commercials in the market are doing, and then we will be looking at some on-chain data to see how Bitcoins are moving on and off from exchanges. We will also be looking at the new supply. So by the end of the video, by putting together these three different types of analysis, we will try to understand where we have the highest probabilities for the next potential move here for this pair. So this is definitely a video you do not want to miss. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. This is the place to be for high quality free trading education. So without further ado, let's jump straight onto the charts. Now, starting here from the monthly time frame, the first thing that I want to speak about is the Bitcoin cycle. Now, what we can notice is that we just had the retest of the previous cycle high during the bottom of the bear market, which was exactly here. And if you remember, I also made a full breakdown of BTCUSD when the market was at this level, explaining all the reasons for which I was expecting a rejection to the upside. And I will link that in the description so you can go and check it out for more free education. And the market has in fact created the rejection to the upside and is now in a new bull market, which has just created yet another all-time high, hitting and actually even passing the 100k level. Now, what we can notice now is that the market is finding some resistance at the 100k zone. But if we look in the past, we can see that never in Bitcoin history, we have seen an all-time high month, which is the one that we have seen here, which just stopped with the first month that created the all-time high. Every time, if we look in the past, we can see that after the all-time high was created, we have always seen new bullish months. It never happened that we just saw one bullish month which created the all-time high and then the market just stopped. So if history is of any guide, like for example here in 2017, we have seen the month that we have just seen, then yes, we had few sideways months, but then after that more bullish continuation followed. So if history is of any guide and the cycles are to repeat, we could expect more bullish price action in the following year, so in the year we're currently in, so 2025. Now, let's drop down on the weekly time frame and see what we have. Well, from a weekly perspective, the price action is quite clear. We had the impulse to the upside, then we had this essentially consolidation pattern in the form of a flag, and now we just got the breakout from the flag, so another impulse to the upside. Usually in this situation, after such a strong impulse, there is a bit of consolidation and then the rejection to the upside. So I would expect more bullish price action, especially because this area as well is support. And we can see that even more closely if we drop down on the daily time frame. We can notice how this area is currently acting as a quite strong support zone from which already multiple rejections to the upside have been created. So there is a possibility of seeing yet another rejection to the upside. However, what would be even better would be to see a break below that zone. Now, you might be asking yourself, okay, why? Because there is a massive amount of liquidity currently sitting below this level. If you go and check out the on-chain data and the essentially liquidity maps, you can see that there is a huge amount of longs which will be liquidated if the market drops below the support. So there is a very good probability that there could be a manipulation, a market manipulation, a break below the level, then break back above, and at that point the next rejection to the upside after having essentially cleaned out all the over leveraged longs. At that point the market would have the possibility of creating the continuation to the upside. Now, if we go and see what we have when it comes to the commitment of traders, so what the big players in the market are doing, and we look at the data precisely for Bitcoin, so BTCUSD, we can see how net positions have been steadily increasing, going from minus 2k to now almost essentially to the bullish side. So institutions have been gradually, so the non-commercials have been gradually moving back to the bullish side for BTCUSD. And if we look at the on-chain data, this is very interesting. The chart that I'm looking at right now is the exchange reserves. Now, the white line is the price. The purple line is the amount of Bitcoins on exchanges, which, as we can see, as the price is increasing, the amount of Bitcoins on exchanges is continuing to decrease, even in this current consolidation. So while the market is currently creating this consolidation, Bitcoins are getting bought and moved away from exchanges more than the ones that are getting deposited on exchanges, potentially to be sold. So this could easily create a supply shock, which at that point could push the price higher. So the fundamentals at the moment are quite strong. And if we look at the new supply, we can see how the halving worked out quite perfectly. We can see, in fact, how every 4 years there is a new halving. This is the new supply emitted into circulation, and we just had yet another halving. Now, usually in the few months after the halving, that is where the bull market is happening, and we're seeing right now the same pattern. So more bullish price action also in this case, it could be expected. So let's go and see what we have here. Now, in a situation like this, what would I expect? Well, as I said previously, if we see a break below the support, that is what I would see a very, very bullish. A break below the support would wipe out all the liquidity, and at that point there is definitely the possibility of seeing more bullish continuation. So if the market would create this fake breakout, what would I expect? Well, as usual, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily timeframes combined with the on-chain data and COT data, those are the best timeframes when it comes to the directional aspect of the market. However, when it comes to identifying early shifts in the trend of a market, the best timeframes for that are the intraday timeframes, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, what I would expect is that if this market would shift from an intraday bearish to bullish market, at that point, I wouldn't be surprised to see a potential rejection to the upside away from this level. That definitely wouldn't surprise me. Now, all these general analysis, tutorials, and concepts that you see me speak about on my YouTube channel are really just the tip of the iceberg, because if you really want to learn more, I will definitely suggest that you go and check out the transparentfxtrading.com website, which you find also linked in description. Here, you will have the possibility to gain access to all my courses. So really complete courses that will guide you from the very basics of charting all the way up to more advanced concepts like building algorithmic trading strategies using quantitative finance tools like the quant analyzer to build portfolios of strategies, and a lot of really important and really interesting things that you need to know if you want to become a better trader. So this is something you really cannot afford to miss. You also have the possibility to gain access to the trading station software with the Telegram notifications integration, one-on-one mentoring directly with me, the COT data software that you often see me use on the YouTube channel, and you also have the possibility to integrate with gaining access to all my EAs, so my personal EAs, the ones that I have developed and that I trade on my own account, and also to have access to the trading show, which is essentially a live stream of all trades coming from my account directly on the Telegram channel as they are executed and managed. Here on the website, you will see that there is the complete presentation of all the EAs that I personally run. And if you continue to scroll down, you will see that you have the possibility to join and gain automatically access with the email and password that you will create during the checkout process. And there is also per time slot the special discount. So at the moment, there are 10 days before the next price increase. So I would really suggest that you go and check it out as soon as possible. The link is in description, and I will see you in it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like. Also, if you have any suggestions on any topics or pairs that you would like me to cover in the next videos, make sure to drop them in the comments below, and I will see you in my next video.